I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons to rewatch Breaking Bad.
Say my name. Heisenberg.
For this list, we'll be looking at the biggest reasons for us to go back and rewatch all 5 seasons of the drug cartel related drama. Have you seen Breaking Bad? Tell us about how you found the show in the comments below. Number 10, it's visually stunning. One of the biggest things that sets apart Breaking Bad from many other shows is its look and feel.
Hey, what'd you do to them?
Red phosphorus in the presence of moisture and accelerated by heat yields phosphorus hydride. Phosphine gas.
Set and filmed in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the desert terrain provides a unique backdrop for the life of Walter White.
Yes, Albuquerque, New Mexico. The number of Rebecca Simmons, 306 Negra Arroyo Lane.
Bright blue skies offset by pale beige and browns give a contrasting look and feel that matches the dichotomy of Walter's journey. The showrunners go to great lengths to provide unique imagery that tells a story all unto its own. Combine all of that with excellent direction and a great soundtrack, and you have the perfect recipe for a successful show.
Hablan de un tal Heisenberg que ahora controla el mercado. Nadie sabe nada de él porque nunca lo han mirado.
Number 9, the writing. In 2014, Breaking Bad won a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing for a Drama Series. The winning episode, Ozymandias, has been cited as being one of the best episodes of television, let alone Breaking Bad.
Toe the line, or you will wind up just like Hank.
It's episodes like this that illustrate how well the writers of this show seed stories that play out later on.
Come on, man. Some straight like you, giant stick up his ass, all of a sudden at age, 60, he's just gonna break bad?
Even in instances where the story seems to have backed the writers into a corner, they creatively find a way to make that a strength, versus falling back on a deus ex machina to magically resolve any quandary they've found themselves in.
I killed her. I killed her. It was me. I got her back up.
Jesse, look at me. Look at me. You didn't kill anybody.
Number 8, no filler episodes.
I don't know what happened here. What did I do?
You stole it off me. You and him, you took a right out of my pocket, didn't you?
Whoa. Calm down. Yes.
For years, television programming in the United States saw most primetime shows average around 22 to 25 episodes a season, sometimes even more than that. When writers have to churn out that much material week after week, it's a safe bet that some episodes may be more filler than entertaining.
Would you just, for once, stop working me?
Many modern cable TV or streaming shows now have been known to have seasons that last less than 10 episodes. Breaking Bad was fortunate enough to see their seasons last anywhere from 7 to 16 episodes, giving the writers more than enough time to write fuller or meaningful stories. That translates into far fewer episodes of Breaking Bad that feel like filler. Number 7, the humor. In casting Bryan Cranston for Breaking Bad, officials at the network only knew him from his comedic role on Malcolm in the Middle.
Yes! I win! I finally beat you in a video game! In your face, Malcolm! In your face!
Thankfully, Breaking Bad didn't go the route of offbeat comedy, but Bryan and his co-stars had plenty of opportunities to inject a handful of laughs into the show. Episodes like The Fly have comedic touches that make the viewer laugh, but then turn on a dime and become a means for major character development. Those offbeat moments often help introduce a bit of levity when a scene can be overwhelming.
This is like a non-criminal's idea of a drug meet. This is like, oh, I saw this in a movie. Ooh, yes. Look at me.
You sometimes find yourself laughing even in the midst of something quite serious. Number 6, Saul Goodman.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? Constitution says you do.
Partway through season 2 of Breaking Bad, we finally met the underhanded lawyer who could help keep Walter out of trouble for the rest of the show's run.
What are you doing, detective? What are you doing talking to my client without me present? You sneaky Pete? Which is which?
Countless jokes about underhanded lawyers have been told over the years, but it's not too often we get to see those jokes in action.
Seriously, when the going gets tough, you don't want a criminal lawyer, right? You want a criminal lawyer.
Saul became such a fan favorite character that he was spun off into his own series, which takes place prior to the events of Breaking Bad.
Wait, Jimmy, what?
It's all good, man.
What started as a small bit character on the original show has become so much larger thanks to the prequel series. Number 5, Yeah, Science. Watching Walter White teach chemistry class itself is not all that interesting, but it does provide a bit of education on the subject.
Chemistry. It is the study of what?
Anyone? Ben.
Chemicals.
Chemicals. No.
Much like any fictitious story told on television, a bit of creative license is always used. However, the writers have done a decent job of trying to keep some of the actual science closer to the real world than one might think.
So you do have a plan. Yeah, Mr. White. Yeah, science.
The show employed a real scientist by the name of Donna J. Nelson, who helped fact-check much of what they did. There's also been a book written about the science of the show.
Is this gonna be loud?
Find out in about 10 seconds. Stand back.
Jesus.
Number 4, Gus Fring. With Walter being the mastermind behind his meth empire, he was bound to find a real adversary eventually. That came in the form of Gus Fring.
I sat here yesterday waiting to meet with someone. I believe that person was you.
I think that you're confusing me for someone else.
I don't think I am.
Introduced in the second season, Gus became one of the largest antagonists in the show, and gave us one of the most memorable deaths ever depicted on camera. He exudes a calm demeanor, but with such intimidation that you could easily be terrified to cross him in any way. We don't know why Giancarlo Esposito hasn't won an Emmy yet, but hopefully his time in Better Call Saul will see one land his way.
You hurt his business, his pride, quite effectively. And if you were to hurt him in the same manner again, I would not stand in your way.
Number 3, the supporting cast.
Here's your story. You woke up, you found her, that's all you know. Say it. Say it, please.
When it comes to real estate, they say location, location, location. The same could be said in television, except it would read as casting, casting, casting. Although it's Walter's journey we're following, the story isn't going anywhere without the supporting cast. Anna Gunn somehow found a way to make Skyler one of the most hated characters on TV.
I have to hear one more time that you did this for the family.
I did it for me.
Dean Norris's Hank was a perfect fit as the ever so clueless DEA agent.
You're the smartest guy I ever met. And you're too stupid to see. He made up his mind 10 minutes ago.
And of course, we can't forget Jonathan Banks, who continues to play Mike in the prequel show, but gave us one of his best scenes in Breaking Bad. Every one of the supporting players on this show elevates it just that much further. Number 2, the series finale. All shows eventually come to an end, but it can be rare for many of them to stick the landing. Do a quick web search on best TV show finales and you're bound to find countless lists that all include Breaking Bad. In fact, the entire second half of the last season is one great episode after another.
And suddenly, you'll hear the scrape of a footstep behind you, but before you can even turn around.
For the finale, the biggest questions are answered, and we see a very satisfying conclusion to Jesse's imprisonment arc. When all is said and done, viewers feel a sense of relief and are at peace with where Walter finally ends up. What more could you ask for?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Bryan Cranston, Walter White. We previously mentioned how the AMC network was hesitant to cast Bryan Cranston in such a heavy, dramatic role.
We gave our money to Bennick.
Walt, please, please just hear me out, please.
Both Matthew Broderick and John Cusack were considered for the role of Walter White. Can you imagine what the show would have looked like with someone else playing that character? Cranston's range was key to the success of Walter White's character.
What the hell is wrong with you? We're a family!
He somehow found a way to depict the desperation that incited Walter's descent into the drug world, while also infusing it with a touch of pleasure he garnered from the power White accumulated as his empire grew.
Yours is just some tepid, off-brand, generic cola. What I'm making is classic Coke.
It's no wonder he won 4 Emmys for this role alone.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.